Early in the morning of August 8th, 1973, the police of Pasadena, a suburb of Houston, Texas, received a call. "Y'all better come right now. I killed a man." Arriving at the given address, they found two spaced-out young men and a girl in NPP'd clothes sitting on the porch. Elmer Wayne Henley, 17, admitted the killing but maintained it had been in self-defense. The tale he had to tell was a shocking one. The dead man was 33-year-old Dean Corll, former owner of a failed candy factory. In the early hours of the morning, Wayne had taken a 15-year-old girl called Cora and another friend, Tim Curley, to Corll's home for a paint-sniffing session. Around dawn, as Wayne regained consciousness, he found that his ankles were tied and his wrists were handcuffed. The floor of Corll's bedroom was completely covered with Hilthorpe HFEMHW 137, Knox 6D and C degree Ra B degree, the ST-11 circumflex conscious and tied up before he forced Wayne into the kitchen with a .22 pistol. Corll said, "I'm gonna kill you all, but first I'm gonna have my fun." Thinking quickly, Wayne said that he would help the man if he were spared, and Corll agreed and released him. In the bedroom, he strapped the naked Tim face downward on a plywood board and handed Wayne a hunting knife, ordering him to cut off Cora's clothes while he himself stripped, saying, "You take the girl and I'll mess with Tim." As Wayne began to cut at Cora's clothing, he noticed the .22 lying on the bedside table. Seizing it, he told Corll to stop, but the naked man advanced upon him, taunting, "Kill me, Wayne, you won't do it." Wayne pulled the trigger, again and again. Corll fell with 6 bullets in his body. Inside the house, the police found all the trappings of sadistic sex. The plywood board had holes in the corners to take 2 sets of handcuffs and 2 lengths of rope attached to other handcuffs. In the van parked outside the house were rings and hooks attached to the sides. At Pasadena Police Station, Wayne had more to tell. Corll, he said, was into little boys, some of whom he had murdered. The names of several were listed at Houston headquarters as missing runaways. Wayne led the police to Corll's rented boat shed, a long corrugated iron structure 9 miles south of Houston. There was no boat inside, only a stolen vehicle, a child's bicycle, a plastic bag full of small male clothing, and 2 sacks of quicklime. Excavation of the floor over the next 2 days revealed 17 boys' bodies, one who had been dead less than a week, but others too decomposed, and their bones too mixed up for identification. The following day, after a night in the cells, Wayne Henley began to reveal a very different character. He no longer appeared to be an innocent teenager who had been lured to Corll's home and there forced to defend himself. He now admitted that he had sometimes acted as a procurer of victims for the sadist getting as much as $200 a head, and had himself assisted in the killing of some 8 boys. Wayne insisted that there were 19 bodies hidden in the boat shed, 2 more than the police had exhumed, 4 or 5 near Lake Sam Rayburn, 120 miles north of Houston, and more in the sand of High Island Beach on the Gulf Coast. He also named David Brooks as an accomplice. Hearing the news on local TV, Brooks went to the police and volunteered a statement. He said he had been one of the local boys offered candy by Corll, beginning in 1967 when he was 12. 3 years later, he had moved in with Corll, who paid him a few dollars a time for oral sex. Late in 1971, Wayne Henley had begun to replace him in Corll's affections. After denying for some time that he had any knowledge of the killings, Henley finally admitted that he had been present on many occasions, as well as at the burial of the bodies, although he continued to claim that he had not participated in the murders. Brooks told the police, "Most of the killings that occurred after Wayne came in the picture involved all three of us. Wayne seemed to enjoy causing pain." A search around Lake Sam Rayburn revealed 4 more graves, and 6 were found at High Island, bringing the total to 27. Henley continued to insist that there were 2 more bodies undiscovered in the boat shed, and 2 more at High Island, but the police called off any further searches. In August 1974, Wayne was sentenced to life imprisonment for multiple murder. Brooks received the same sentence in March 1975.